In this episode, I'm going to deal with a small space heater that the fan motor has stopped working. So it's going to be a stintered bearing that's seized up for sure. We're going to take this one out and lube it up and see if I can get this one running. It was just given to me by a neighbor to take a look at, see if I can get it going. They use it in their shed just to keep things from freezing up. This is one a little cheap. This one's not a ceramic, but it is a similar type of heater to that. Little forced air unit. Let's see if we can get this cheap unit fixed. Got this little space heater. It's a classic space heater that came from my neighbors, and they say it's not working. They want me to check it out. So I've got it plugged in. Let's turn it on. And okay, that part works. Okay, I feel heat, but I don't hear a fan running. And it appears that the fan is either seized or burned out. Let's pop this thing apart and see whether the fan can be freed up on this thing or whether it's just toast. Speaking of fans, you can probably hear the fan running. March 2nd today, but it's kind of chilly today. Not super cold, but it was a lot warmer yesterday, that's for sure. They say it's going to rain here for the next couple of days, and then it should be spring. Actually, we've had some really good weather over the last couple of weeks. I've been going to work without a jacket. You know, this is like February in Canada, and I've been working outside without a jacket. It's been spring-like weather since the end of January here. So looking forward to the weather warming up a bit. But today it's a little bit damp out, a little bit cool. So I've got the heat on in the workshop. You know, it's like 8 degrees out today, but it doesn't feel like it because it's kind of cloudy. Okay, there's the front off the unit. Here's the... Oh yeah, that's warm. So the heater block works. It's just the fan is not working on this unit. So let's pop the... I guess there's some more screws back here to remove the... actual fan itself. These units all have a safety switch on them right here, so that if the fan does shut off and they overheat, they will shut themselves down before posing a fire hazard. And that's exactly what was happening with this one. The fan stopped on it and the power shut off. That should lift, the whole unit should lift out now. Controls and all. We ran this thing for, what, 15 seconds? And it's already quite warm. Oh yes, yeah, the fan itself is seized up, so let's just take the fan off of the motor shaft and see whether I can free the motor up. This should be relatively simple. If the bearings are shot, then, but I don't think they are. I think it's probably just gummed up. So if I pull the screws out, I should be able to take the bearing apart, and we'll see how bad it is. And there's our problem right there. The lubricant has dried up and the bearing is frozen. So this should be, hopefully, a relatively easy one to fix. We're going to clean the bearing up and put some more oil down into the bearing and see whether that's going to solve the problem. they take brass and they pulverize it, and then they compress it into the bearing cap, and they fill it with oil, and it soaks, the oil soaks right into the actual bearing material itself, and it basically wicks its way in to the actual bearing. So quite often when these fail, they're shot, but we'll see whether we can get this one running. We'll clean it up first of all, and then try re-lubricating it. So we'll just first of all clean up the lubricant that's dried up on the base of the bearing here, and then we'll try filling the stintered bearing cap up with oil again. Looks like it was the back side of it that was bad, the back bearing, or the one down here I should say. That looks like to be the one that was in the worst shape. If you look down here, this is where the oil reservoir is for these stintered bearings. You'll see this material here. It's like a cotton. So this is filled with oil, and it's in contact. You can see this one down here as well. It's filled with oil, and it's in contact with this, what looks to be a piece of brass, but it's actually not. It's actually a porous material that allows the oil to wick its way in through it, and just after a number of years they tend to dry out. This one pushed apart when I was trying to clean the gunge out of it, so I gotta pop this one back together. So first we're gonna fill the reserve up with some oil. For both sides. We'll put some oil onto the actual motor shaft itself as well. Put the bearing caps back on and put them together. Stintered motor bearings are considered permanent lubrication. They generally don't require it, but there are occasions where it will dry out, and then you have a failure. And if you catch it before the actual metal, the shaft, the spindle shaft is scored, or the bearing itself is scored, you can usually save it. This one didn't show any sign of scoring, so fingers crossed this one's going to be okay. If it's in really tough shape, it's going to seize up again in a short order. The motor now turns freely. Put the fan back on. Squeeze the retaining clip to secure the fan onto the motor shaft. Now let's reassemble it and see if it works. One thing to note about stintered bearings is that if they are worn, then this fix may only be short-lived. But I have had good luck with some of the fans that I've done this with. That white fan that I did a few years ago ran for a long time before it started slowing down again. Okay, make sure all the wires are away from anything that gets hot. Neighbor just uses this in their shed to keep their shed from freezing up over the winter. Okay, moment of truth. Power on. Fan spinning. Oh, get a tip switch. Turn it over and it shuts off. Duh. Yeah, it's producing lots of heat now. Wow, this thing actually throws off a lot of heat. Yeah, it's fixed. As you guys can see, if I bring the camera down without tilting it, you'll see the fan is indeed spinning. Oh, it's got a switch on the bottom too. If you pick it up, there's a switch down here. Oh, there it is. Not even a tilt switch. It's just a it's just a sit on solid ground. If it tips over, that's how simple the tilt switch works on this thing. You can see the fan spinning nice and quick on this one. Remove it from the ground or tip it over and it shuts off. There we go. That one's fixed. Thanks for watching.